Mark. 7 minutes till airtime, stations. 7 minutes till airtime. Mark. 6 minutes till airtime, stations. 6 minutes till airtime. Till airtime. Four minutes till airtime, stations. 4 minutes till airtime. On my mark. Mark. 4 minutes till airtime, stations. 4 minutes till airtime. Three minutes till airtime, stations. 3 minutes till airtime. On my mark. Mark. 3 minutes till airtime, stations. 3 minutes till airtime. Seconds on my mark. Mark. 30 seconds, stations. "15 seconds till airtime, stations. On my mark. Mark. 15 seconds. Have fun.
The following is a presentation of the Eagles Sports Network.
This is Carson-Newman basketball on the Eagles Sports Network.
For Penland, catch, shoot, three, up, and it swishes in. CP for three.
We're getting you set for game day with a countdown to tip-off, powered by the Appalachian Electric Cooperative.
Rogers at the free throw line, kicks it out. Alvey into the left corner. Weichel 3. Butter. Braylon Weichel flaming hot from the outside.
Carson-Newman basketball is brought to you in part by Appalachian Electric Cooperative. We're AEC, powering the Eagles and Mossy Creek. By Domino's, the official pizza
you to the
of the Carson-Newman
NCAA
Eagles.
Division II.
By the Eagle Club, the family of Eagles. By Magaha Electric, providing quality electrical services and products to East Tennessee for more than 40 years. By First Bank, the official banking partner of Carson-Newman Athletics. By InterDigital, IT support and marketing, laser focused on your success. By Fresh Ideas, a foundation of fresh food and speedy service. By Lisa's Country Kitchen, the best food for the best prices. By Food City, value every day. By Premier Building Maintenance, delivering service with pride. By Trilight, dream big with Gig. By Modern Woodman Financial Planning, touching lives and securing futures. By the Mossy Creek Roasting Company, family-owned and operated, coffee fueling the Burt Tarr Stadium press box. And by the Eagle Shop, the official store of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Now, here's the voice of the Lady Eagles, Andrew Rogers.
Good afternoon from Hartsville, South Carolina at the Deloach Center on the campus of Coker University, where the 10th rated Cobras are set to host the Carson-Newman Lady Eagles. These two teams met 3 times a season ago and now are set to meet for the first time in the 2025-26 season. Andrew Rogers, glad to welcome you to the Deloach Center as Carson-Newman hits the road to play its second true road game of the year. Their first true road game was at North Georgia, also a ranked team that the Eagles dropped on November 22nd, 69-62. And now the Eagles get another road opportunity to take down a ranked team, something they have not done on the road since January of the 2022 season. It was a 5-point overtime win at Catawba the last time the Eagles defeated a ranked team away from Holt Fieldhouse. They'll get another opportunity against a 5-1 Coker team led by Melissa DeVore, the reigning conference coach of the year. Took her team last year to the Elite Eight. They won the NCAA Southeast region after defeating Carson-Newman in the round of 32, and that was enough to move them on to face North Georgia. They beat North Georgia before bowing out in the Elite Eight a season ago. But one of the best seasons in program history, and now they have started off just as well. 5 wins and 1 loss this season. Their own loss, a 72-69 defeat against Augusta on this home floor, ending the 5th longest active home winning streak. The Cobras have won 18 of their last 19 games in this building, and now Carson-Newman's trying to hand them back-to-back losses here at the Deloach Center as these two teams are set to meet in each of the team's first games in the month of December. This is the AEC Countdown to Tip-Off, Eagle fans. AEC is your local electric co-op service you can trust and value you can depend on. Powering Mossy Creek, where AEC powering what matters most. It's Carson-Newman and Coker. Mike Mincy, very familiar with this Coker team that returns 3 starters and the conference's player of the year from a season ago. How will CN defend Shantiana Tillman? Those comments from head coach Mike Mincy head your way when we return to the AEC Countdown to Tip-Off after this on the Eagles Sports Network.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
Our pregame conversation with head coach Mike Mincy heads your way in 60 seconds on the Eagles Sports Network.
In 2025, we celebrate 130 years of Carson-Newman athletics. Over the years, the teams at Carson-Newman have been known for their toughness and Christian spirit. Through the decades, teams and individuals playing at the highest levels have brought recognition for this little school on the banks of Mossy Creek. While we remember the past, we look towards the future. So join the Eagle Club today as we continue to support our athletes and coaches through funding and facilities. Talons up.
Join the Eagle Club today. Visit seeandeagles.com/Eagle Club.
How do you know you're in a community, not just a town? Well, strangers smile as they walk by. They refill your coffee without you asking. And when you ask directions, people offer to walk you there. Communities give more. The way you know when you walk into First Bank that you are in a real community bank. Great products, direct access to your local bankers, and relationships that can last a lifetime. Don't just have an account. Have a community with First Bank. Member FDIC.
Andrew Rogers back here on the Eagles Sports Network with the AEC Countdown to Tip-Off here with the head coach, Mike Mincy, on the Eagles Sports Network. Coach, played 3 games in a week, North Georgia, Catawba, over the span of Thanksgiving week, and then you got a week off to prepare for the 10th rated Coker Cobras. How did you navigate this week off? Really your first break since the preseason, getting ready for 5-6 games to start the year. You've had a week off. How have you navigated the week to get your team ready for a road trip, your longest one of the year?
Yeah, I mean, it was kind of nice. I don't know what the days were, but I felt like it had been a whirlwind to start the year with the 2 tournaments, the North Georgia game, the Catawba game. And, I really think that a lot of times I don't like to have the bye week, but this one came at a perfect time for us to be able to sit back, reassess things. We've talked about from early on about our inexperiences, and, we're shuffling the lineup around, and we're shuffling it again today. And, just still trying to find that right rotation and who we can count on in certain situations. And I like where we're headed, but we gave them Wednesday off. Went hard Monday, Tuesday, gave them Wednesday off. It's a nice day to have off with finals right around the corner. And, I think our preparation has been good. It's not a guarantee for victory, but I think that we've at least put ourselves in a position to be successful today.
You've won back-to-back games, and I think before the North Georgia tournament, you were kind of already looking ahead a little bit, not that you were overlooking other games, but you had a tough slate of games here end of November into early December, but you've won back-to-back games. How important has this stretch been for your team, especially coming onto the road to face another good team, to have that momentum into this matchup today?
Yeah, I mean, probably shouldn't be looking at the rankings and things at this point in the year, but, we do have the one website that has their strength of schedule, and it ranks teams in a region, so it's kind of fun to keep up with how the computers look at it. But North Georgia was obviously very highly ranked when we played them, and we got that win. And then Catawba was like number 1 by the computer polls when they came to our place. And now Coker is up there. I don't know if they're 1 or 2. Them and Francis Marion, probably 1, maybe, I guess. I don't know what they are. But it's another top 10 team, and it's helped our strength of schedule, and we knew, and we still got a tough slate ahead of this. I mean, starting today, we got 6 games before Christmas break. Obviously, Coker's been really good in their home gym, outside of the one blemish with Augusta that had just happened their last home game, and I'm sure they're going to be fired up and burning to get back on the floor to try to get their home court streak back.
Andrew Rogers chatting with head coach Mike Mincy here on the Eagles Sports Network. Conference Player of the Year is back for Coker. They returned 3 of their 5 starters. Obviously, Shantiana Tillman, the Player of the Year, having a great start to her final go-around, 20-plus points per game. Hasn't been on an efficient line, but still scoring well for this team. What stands out about her game and how she drives this Coker team?
Well, when the chips are down, she's the type of player that's fast enough, athletic enough, can get off a shot. Like there's times when I've watched us play, we're getting shot. I hate when we get shot clock violations, but sometimes it gets stuck in the wrong person's hands. We can't get a shot off. Well, you don't have to worry about that with Tillman. Tillman can figure out a way to get down there and get shots off, whether it's late shot clock or at any point in time. She draws a lot of fouls, get to the free throw line a lot, and even though her field goal percentage might not be great, her 3-point percentage certainly is, and she's certainly carrying a heavy load with the loss of Mitchum and Waspa from last year. But there's another player named Kristen Knight that has been a thorn in our side. Dusty and I have always talked about her ball skill. She's just a player that's got great ball skill as a lefty, and she just killed us in mid-rangers over the last few seasons. And, she scored well against us last year. She was the one that came off the bench over here last year and really kind of kick-started things for them. So got to keep an eye on her for sure. Ferguson has only played 9 minutes all year. She's obviously a fabulous player, so we'll see what we get out of her. And then, of course, when you look at Thompson in particular, long, lanky, and they're playing two bigs together this year, a little bit different look than what they did last year. So it's going to be very challenging for us, not only to guard Tillman, but they got other weapons as well.
Besides focusing on those players defensively, obviously you're familiar with them. Last year played them 3 times, 2 single-digit losses. Obviously one was in the NCAA tournament. What does your team need to do well against a good team that's played well at home? I think you mentioned their loss. They had won 18 in a row before that. What does your team need to do well today to leave Hartsville and make the long trek back home with a victory?
Well, the only game that we won last year was on our home floor, and Lindsay went 12 of 14 from the field, so we were able to get the ball in there quite frequently and get easy points out of her. Outside of that, we didn't shoot the ball well here. I think it was like 33% maybe, and down in the NCAA tournament it's like 26. It was bad both ways. Both teams were tired. Both teams in the year. It wasn't a very pretty game, and congratulations to Coker. They pulled out an ugly game by really 2. We turned it over there late, and they got the free throws by 4. But I think in order for us to have a chance to win, we certainly got to score the ball better. We scored 65 points over here last year, and that's not the number that we're looking for. We need to get above 70. And when you go back and look at the game last year, we got to the rim. We just did not finish near enough. And you can almost look at that's probably the big reason why we weren't in position. We were in position to win it, but we weren't close enough to try to win it. And we've had some bad shooting games this year on the road, especially. So I'm looking forward to just seeing. Obviously we don't have Lindsay. We're playing with a different 5-man at this point in time. So I'll be curious to see how that works for us and how we're able to maybe spread the floor out a little bit. And some of those shots near the rim will be a little bit more open than they were last year.
Best of luck today.
Thank you, Andrew.
That's the head coach, Mike Mincy. We're back for more after this on the Eagle Sports Network.
When you're sick and tired of fast food and need a fresh home-cooked meal, turn to Lisa's Country Kitchen. Lisa's been cooking up her fresh, never-frozen food for the Lakeway area for more than 15 years. Lisa's cares about her customers. You may enter a stranger, but you'll leave a friend. From foot-long hot dogs to juicy steaks, Lisa's has the best food for the best prices.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
We're getting closer to tip-off.
Price picks it up, and Carson-Newman is the South Atlantic Conference Tournament champions.
More CN memories are headed your way on the Eagles Sports Network.
Power comes with not only having a voice, but knowing that it is heard. As part of an electric co-op, you're not just getting electricity, you're getting the power to have your voice heard and the opportunity to work together with your community to create a better tomorrow. Here, you're not just a customer, you're a member. AEC, empowering voices just like yours.
Hey Eagle fans, check out the Eagle Shop, the official store of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Located in the MSAC Grand Hall, the Eagle Shop has all your Carson-Newman apparel, from brands like Nike, Columbia, and Comfort Colors. The Eagle Shop has all your gifts, gear, and accessories. Can't make it in person? Visit eagleshop.cn.edu. That's eagleshop.cn.edu for all your Carson-Newman clothing needs.
Andrew Rogers, glad to welcome you back to Hartsville, South Carolina at the Deloach Center, where Carson-Newman is set to face off against the Coker Cobras, the 10th-rated Coker Cobras, here this afternoon. Carson-Newman leads the all-time series 18-5 and has only lost in this building twice. One of those 2 losses, though, was last season on January 4th, a 71-65 loss. Coker's won 3 of the last 5 and 2 of the last 3, all of which, those 3, were last season. That wraps up the AEC countdown to tip-off. It's tip-off between Carson-Newman and 10th-rated Coker on the other side of this break on the Eagles Sports Network.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
There's new fresh ideas on campus. From Chick-fil-A to Maples Coffee to Sabarijos, Fresh Ideas has tons of high-quality dining options for whatever taste you may need. Sabarijos is open Monday through Friday for lunch and dinner in the Health Sciences Building. Sabarijos features all your Mexican favorites, from burritos to nachos to quesadillas to tacos to anything you can think of in a tortilla. Follow Fresh Ideas on Instagram at Carson-Newman Dining.
This
goes up with the right hand, scores, and one
is Carson-Newman Women's Basketball on the Eagles Sports Network.
To Weichel, top of the key, 3 for Braylon's up, swished in. Braylon Weichel from downtown gives Carson-Newman the lead back.
Today's game is brought to you in part by Appalachian Electric Cooperative, Domino's, Fresh Ideas, by the Eagle Club, First Bank, by Magaha Electric, Inner Digital, by Food City, by the Eagle Shop, Tri-Light, by Premier Building Maintenance, by Modern Woodman Financial Planning, by the Mossy Creek Roasting Company, and by Lisa's Country Kitchen. Now back to the voice of the Lady Eagles, Andrew Rogers.
Back high atop the Deloach Center here in Hartsville, South Carolina, where Carson-Newman's starting 5 was just announced by Coker University's public address announcer. The lights have gone off here inside Deloach Center as Coker's starting 5 is announced. Let's give you those lineups, and we'll start with Carson-Newman, who's making another change. This will be the team's 3rd different starting lineup. Mike Mincy will roll with Emily Gonzalez and Jennifer Sullivan in his backcourt. Those 2 seniors have started all 6, now 7 games this season. Jennifer Sullivan leads Carson-Newman in scoring and assists with 18 points per game and 27 assists. The front court is also going to consist of redshirt junior forward Keely Rogers and junior forward Maddie Knuckles. Maddie averages 12.5 points per game, while Keely Rogers is the team's top rebounder, grabbing nearly 8 per game. The change in the lineup comes at center. It'll be redshirt sophomore Abigail Johnson to make her first career start in what is her 35th career game, her 2nd full season playing. She averages 5 points per game this year, and this will be her 3rd game of the year. Coker's starting lineup sounds like this. The backcourt is Shantiana Tillman, along with Jakia Brunson and Kristen Knight, the senior from Winston-Salem. The front court is Kamari Thompson and Yasmin Cook, a Spartanburg Methodist College transfer for Coker. Tillman's the team's leading scorer and the only player for the Cobras that averages double figures on the season. She's the conference's leading scorer. Ball is in the air. Coker in the home white uniforms wins the tip. Cook's got it and brings it to Knight into the front court, and we're underway. Carson-Newman in the visiting blue with orange lettering on the front of the uniform, number on the back as well, as Johnson defends Thompson at the right block. Her right-hand hook shot's no good. Rebound deflects around, and it's off of Coker. And it's Carson-Newman possession. 2 officials were scheduled to start this game. The 3rd was late getting to the arena. And so she has made her way onto the floor now, and we will begin this game with 3 officials. Thought we would start with 2, but we will have 3 as Gonzalez brings it up the floor, misses her bunny inside. Tried to float one up from the painted area, missed it short. Rebound Coker. Moving left to right, the Cobras' Kristen Knight in transition all the way to the basket. Left-hand layup sneaks through for the game's first 2, 35 seconds in. Coker going to show some full-court man-to-man pressure. Maddie Knuckles crossover dribble against Brunson to break the timeline. Dribble handoff with Rogers as she navigates in the lane. Kicks right corner. Gonzalez fumbled the catch. Now gathers, driving middle. Spins on her defender, bodies her up. Wild shot off glass, missed it. We've got a foul on the rebound. Abigail Johnson pushed off on Kamari Thompson trying to get the offensive rebound. Game's first foul is on Carson-Newman's Johnson at the 9:06 mark of this opening frame. 2-0 Coker leads, and Carson-Newman shows its 2-2-1 pressure here. Knight dribbles up the left sideline, skip pass, front court, caught by Cook. She drives to the left elbow, try to pass underneath, and Gonzalez, trailing the play, intercepts. Throw it in transition. Gonzalez to Johnson, back out front, Sullivan. Sullivan around his screen, right elbow jump shot in the air, in and out. Offensive rebound, Johnson. Second chance for Sullivan. Top of the key triple off the backboard first, no good. Rebound, Coker. Carson-Newman has missed its first 4 shots. Knight transition. Free throw line gives to Brunson. Brunson's going to come give it back to Knight, and Melissa DeVore, the head coach for the Cobras, wants to run a set. 90 seconds in, Cobras by a deuce. Cook bounces, free throw line, Thompson. Flare screen not there for Tillman. They give to Knight with 8 at the free throw line. She steps back, now crosses over, gives to Cook at the wing. Cook driving middle, right hand dribble to the basket. Wild shot, too strong off the glass. Rebound, Carson-Newman. 5-on-4 the other way. Gonzalez into the paint. Bounce past Johnson. The catch, a pump fake, a shot up short. Rebound, fought for out of bounds off Coker rather. It'll stay with Carson-Newman. Lady Eagles have missed their first 5 shots from the field. Only trail 2-0, 2 minutes in. Inbound right elbow, Johnson catches. To Knuckles, back cut to Sullivan. Her shot high off glass, missed everything. Rebound, Coker. 6 straight misses to start the game for Mike Mincy's team. Kristen Knight dribbles out front against Keely Rogers. Steps back at the free throw line, shot not there. Gives it up to Jakia Brunson. Another transfer. Now to Cook, jab step, and a 3 is airballed. Thompson keeps it in bounds for the offensive rebound, gives to Tillman for a deep 2, and Shantiana Tillman pays off the basket. Second chance points there for Coker to lead 4-0 now. 7.5 to play first quarter. Rogers driving to the right block. Wild shot off glass, too strong, and another foul underneath. Johnson pushed off again on Thompson going for the rebound. So 2 quick ones on Abigail Johnson in her first career start. And she will go to the bench. Chloe Heath coming in for Carson-Newman. Carson-Newman has missed its first 7 shots and trails 4-0 with 7:23 to go first quarter. Knight has her pass deflected. Tillman gathers in the backcourt. She's doubled and fouled. That's 3 team fouls on Carson-Newman. This one on Emily Gonzalez as Tillman tried to dribble around the double team. No subs at the latest whistle. Tillman will inbound to the backcourt. Carson-Newman's got 3 bodies while Coker's only got 2 in the backcourt. Knight's doubled, harassed, and Melissa DeVore has to call a timeout. There were 3 white jerseys in the front court and 3 blue jerseys in the backcourt for that double team. It brings us to our first timeout. 7:13 to go first quarter. Carson-Newman has not scored. It has missed its first 6 shots from the field and trails 4-0 at the first media break. It's Coker, the 10th rated Cobras, by 4 points in this first quarter. We're back for more from Hartsville in a moment.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
In 2025, we celebrate 130 years of Carson-Newman athletics. Over the years, the teams at Carson-Newman have been known for their toughness and Christian spirit. Through the decades, teams and individuals playing at the highest levels have brought recognition for this little school on the banks of Mossy Creek. While we remember the past, we look towards the future. So join the Eagle Club today as we continue to support our athletes and coaches through funding and facilities. Talons up.
Join the Eagle Club today. Visit cneagles.com/Eagle Club.
Andrew Rogers, delighted to have you back with us here on the Eagles Sports Network. Carson-Newman off to a rough shooting start. It has missed its first 6 shots, but only trails by 4 points. Coker ball out of the timeout. Carson-Newman pressing in the backcourt. Knight is double teamed. They have just a second to get it across, and that's a 10-second violation. Coker only had 5 seconds out of that timeout to get it across, and they were in no man's land in the deep left corner. Carson-Newman's trapping defense pays off there. Now the Lady Eagles can inbound from the baseline. Quality work there out of the timeout, and now Gonzalez triggers right baseline, lobs it to the wing for Sullivan. To Knuckles, back to Jen. Jen around a screen, behind the back dribble. Tillman hounds her. Knuckles goes backdoor, left hand layup is off glass and good. Jennifer Sullivan, the team's best passer, finds Maddie Knuckles, and then Emily Gonzalez with a quick steal and score on the inbound. Ties the game at 4. Lady Eagles missed their first 6 shots. They've made back-to-back out of the timeout to level the score. Lob at front court. Ferguson helps break the pressure and now gives it out front for Kristen Knight. Knight's the team's point guard and will operate the offense. Gives to Thompson, left elbow. Thompson dribbles with the right hand to the right elbow. Hands off for Ferguson. Ferguson stops in the lane, fades away on Chloe Heath. Shot is too strong. Rebound tracked down by Heath. Carson-Newman can take its first lead this trip down, moving right to left. Emily Gonzalez is Carson-Newman's point guard. She barks out the play, gives a chest pass off to Keely Rogers. Bounce for Heath. Reverse to Knuckles. Screen set for Sullivan. She has a little space. Pump fakes, now steps into a 14-footer. It rattles out. Rebound Deja Ferguson. Ferguson bounces the outlet pass to Tillman, who's doubled in the backcourt. Tillman dribbles away from the double team and now breaks the timeline and will set up the offense. Guarded by Gonzalez. 4 minutes in, it's tied at 4. Tillman steps into a deep 2, barely hit the rim. Rebound Keely Rogers. Rogers brings it front court, crossing over with the dribble, drives inside, left block layup off glass is good. 6 straight for Carson-Newman out of Coker's timeout, and the Lady Eagles have their first lead. Nearly a steal by Rogers in the backcourt. Coker breaks the pressure. Ferguson goes left corner. Brunson a triple, lining it up. It's way off. It's an air ball. Rebound caught by Thompson, puts it back up. No, a second chance for Thompson rolls through. 4 of Coker's 6 points in this game are second chance baskets by now Thompson to level the score. 5:10 to go as Gonzalez brings front court, races to the basket, missed the short shot, gets a second chance on an offensive rebound, but has it stripped away by Tillman. Tillman into the front court with numbers, 4 on 3. Tillman dumps it off Thompson. The catch, left block layup is good. Now 4 straight by Coker to take a 2-point lead. Eagles work it quickly into the front court. Sullivan didn't have numbers. Now throws inside to the baseline. Rogers. Now to the left block. Chloe Heath catches, goes to the right shoulder, and scores it off glass. Good finish by Chloe Heath. The freshman levels the score at 8. Double team in the front court, and we've got a foul by Carson-Newman's Jennifer Sullivan. Her and Rogers were doubling Knight just across half court, and the Eagles fouled. 4th team foul as Mike Mincy makes a line change. Sybil Penland, Caroline Hill, and Madeline Ladd all into the game for the Carson-Newman Lady Eagles. Emily Gonzalez, the only starter remaining on the floor. Meanwhile, for Melissa DeVore's team, Anna Stanley, sophomore guard, or rather senior guard, I should say, is into the game for the first time, along with Janae Legonier. Tillman, right-hand pass to Ferguson, now reversed out front to the left side. Cook gives it back to Tillman, opposite wing. Tillman cut off going baseline, tries a deep 2, had it blocked, gets her own miss, lobs it out to Legonier. Back out Stanley, now into the corner. Tillman with 5. Shantiana, right-hand dribble going to the basket. Wild shot, high off glass, used some English and scored it for 2. Shantiana Tillman's second field goal puts Coker back in front by 2. 10-8, 4 to play first quarter. Gonzalez, here's a play call from the opposite end of the floor. Hands off for Caroline Hill. Thought about a 3. Pump fakes, now gives to Chloe Heath. Heath, dribble handoff with Gonzalez. 10 on the shot clock. Emily crosses over at the wing, stops at the free throw line, spins, gives it out to Heath. Heath with 4, gives it back to Gonzalez. 3 to shoot. Gonzalez, a heave up. It goes in and out. A rebound collected by Yasmin Cook. Cook sprints into the front court, no numbers. Right-hand dribble, driving right. Cut off by Hill, goes back to the right hand. Wild shot is short. Rebound Chloe Heath. Heath's second board. She brings it into the front court. Driving to the right wing. Hands off for Caroline Hill. Coker by 2. Ladd cuts to the basket. Fadeaway shot in the lane. No. Offensive rebound. Sybil Penland. She's tied up. And the arrow favors Carson-Newman. So Sybil Penland's activity on the glass gives Carson-Newman a second chance on this trip. 10-8 Cobras. There are 3 minutes and 15 seconds to play in this first quarter. Inbound, Carly Hayworth gives it to Caroline Hill. Wide open, right wing 3 is short. Rebound Fought for, and Ligonier is there to collect for the Cobras. Both teams not shooting it well, both below 40% in a low-scoring first quarter as Knight goes to the basket and misses the left-hand layup because she was fouled on her way up. Free throws for Kristen Knight. After the foul on Chloe Heath, it's Carson-Newman's 5th team foul and the first on Heath. Game's first free throws will come from Kristen Knight, senior guard out of Winston-Salem, North Carolina. Scored a season-high 13 against UNC Pembroke in November. Takes a couple of dribbles, now spins the ball in her hands, and the first one's fired up and in. 11-8 Cobras. Knight has just made only one field goal in 4 of her last 6 games, but as you heard Mike Mincy mention in his pregame interview, Knight has been a critical player for this team in last season's run to the Elite Eight and has played great games against Carson-Newman. Off to a good start with 3 points, now 4 as she makes both free throws. 12-8, Kamari Thompson back into the game as well. Chloe Heath exits, and in comes Maddie Knuckles as the Cobras show some full-court pressure of their own. Penland inbounds up the sideline to Caroline Hill, sprinting and navigating traffic to break the pressure. Hill will run the point, dribbling out front. Caroline around a screen, gives to Knuckles. Knuckles dribble handoff with Curly Hayworth, who's into the game for the first time. Penland dribbling left. Pulls up for a shot. It left it short. Rebound Kamari Thompson. Long skip into the front court. Cook's got it. Cook cut off by Hayworth, and we've got an offensive foul called on Yasmin Cook. A push off there on Carly Hayworth, and Coker's committed its first foul of the game with 2:40 to play. Offensive foul. Gives the ball back to Carson-Newman, who has missed its last 4 shots in what has been a rocky first quarter for the Lady Eagles. Sybil Penland looking for an inbound. Needs help. Lobs it near midcourt. Caroline Hill tracks it down. 3-on-1. Hill bounces, but intercepting is Stanley from behind for a steal. Cobras recovered defensively in the 3-on-1 sequence. Taylor bounces for Cook. 2.5 to play first quarter. Cook backdoor to Taylor for a shot up and no good. Rebound collected along the baseline by Sybil Penland. Lobs it front court. Knuckles the catch, and the right-hand layup is good. Penland the find, and Knuckles the layup. Eagles within 2 with 2:10 to play first quarter. Eagles double in the backcourt. Lob it to Cook in the front court. She pulls up, got blocked by Sybil Penland. Numbers the other way. Caroline Hill, bounce pass. Ladd, left-hand layup is up, no good. It was altered by Knight, and a rebound for the Cobras. Quickly the other way. Kiana Stanley slows it up, and they give it to Kristen Knight. Now off to the right side. It's caught by Cook. Eagles trail by 2, and now a turnover. Ladd, the steal for Carson-Newman. No numbers as the Lady Eagles come into the front court. Ladd is bumped and fouled from behind by Kiana Stanley, her first team foul number 2. And with 1:38 to go first quarter, Carson-Newman is bringing 2 more starters back to the floor. Sullivan and Rogers return. Coker counters and brings in the player of the year, Shantiana Tillman. Inbound to Knuckles. Now to Rogers, left side. Sybil Penland around his screen, driving right. Stops at the block, goes up and under with a shot and got fouled. Tried to finish through some contact, could not, but was fouled. And will get rewarded with 2 free throws after the foul on Courtney Taylor. 3rd team foul by the Cobras in the quarter, first by Taylor. And free throws for Sybil Penland. She is 3 of 4. Through her first 6 career games, and swishes in the first free throw. Carson-Newman leads the country in free throw percentage. This is a team that has made 83% of its free throws through the first 6 games of the year. Penland's second one is true as well, and the game is tied at 12 with 90 ticks to play in the first quarter. Knight doubled, lobs it front court, caught by Tillman on the run. Left corner pass to Stanley. She turns down the 3 and gives it back out front to Tillman. Coker running its offensive set in the half court as Stanley drives to the basket. Reverse layup with the right hand, missed it. Too strong. Maddie Knuckles, the defensive rebound. Outlet pass goes to Rogers, who dribbles into the front court to the trailing Knuckles. She pump fakes a 3, goes left corner to Sullivan. Sullivan, right hand dribble, lost it, recovers at the left wing. Kicks it to the corner for Penland. Back out front, Maddie Knuckles. Shot clock down to 10. Rogers right elbow, facing up, backing down her defender. Goes to the right hand jump hook, left it short. Rebound for Coker's Tillman. Transition, 2-on-1. Knight, great pass, and Legonier finishes from the left side. Coker back in front by 2. 14-12, 30 seconds to play first quarter. First basket for the Cobras in 3 minutes. Eagles running a half-court set with a 7-second difference between the two clocks. Matty Knuckles lining up at top of the key. 3 in, buries Carson-Newman's first triple. It's from Matty Knuckles, and the Lady Eagles lead again by 1. 10 seconds to play in the quarter. Tillman double team gives to the trailing Stanley. Top of the key, 3 is off to the left. 6 seconds. Rogers in the backcourt with 4. Crosses the timeline at 2. Gives to Sullivan. 1 dribble pull-up is up and no good as the first quarter clock expires here at the Deloach Center. An eventful first quarter. Carson-Newman overcomes a tough shooting quarter to lead by 1. Lady Eagles missed their first 6 shots of the game. Only shoot 29% in the first quarter, but did enough on the defensive side and got a couple extra shots to have a 15-14 lead. Matty Knuckles' 3-ball has Carson-Newman up by 1 at the end of 1 here in Hartsville, South Carolina. We're back for the second period after these messages on the Eagles Sports Network.
Dorm food got you down? Need a home-cooked meal? Then Lisa's Country Kitchen is for you. Lisa's Country Kitchen has been feeding Carson-Newman students for 15 years. Lisa's has a family-friendly atmosphere all day long, from the morning with their $2.99 breakfast specials to dinner with Lisa's fresh, never-frozen steaks. Carson-Newman students get a 10% discount with their student ID.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Looking to make your home more comfortable and affordable? Maybe with a new electric heat pump or new attic insulation? And don't forget new doors and windows. AEC is here to help. We have a quality contractor network, easy financing, and incentives for home upgrades. Plus, AEC carefully inspects every job to ensure the highest quality satisfaction. Visit our website at aeccoop.org for applications, contractor lists, and more details. AEC, power what matters most.
Back for the second quarter from the Deloach Center. Carson-Newman leads by 1 point. Coker starts the second quarter with the basketball. Right wing, it's Stanley driving to the right block. Stops, kicks it out front to Shantiana Tillman. Tillman driving right, running right-hand shot off glass, no good. Thompson offensive rebound, puts it back up and is fouled. 15 seconds into this second quarter. Didn't see a signal there from the official who that was on. Matty Knuckles was trying to box out Thompson, and it is the first foul by Carson-Newman in the period as Thompson, a 36% free throw shooter, misses the first one. That was on Emily Gonzalez. That's the second on Gonzalez. Next one's up and good for Thompson. Ties the game at 15. 15 seconds into the second quarter. Full court man-to-man pressure for the Cobras. Gonzalez breaks it, dribbling with the right hand into the front court. Out to Penland, now reverse to Knuckles. Knuckles hands off, Sullivan right wing against Shantiana Tillman. Sullivan driving right, stops, pump fakes, goes up and under on Tillman. Shot is up short, rebound, fought for, and it's out of bounds off Carson-Newman along the baseline. Knuckles and Thompson were battling for the ball, and Knuckles was the last to touch it in front of Coker's bench. Sub for the Cobras, they're bringing Jakia Brunson, a junior guard out of Goldsboro, North Carolina, back to the floor. Eagles still in their press, doubling Knight in the backcourt. She needs help. She dribbles once and has it deflected out. 4 seconds come off the clock, and so Coker will have 6 seconds to get this across the timeline. Tillman will inbound left baseline. Inbound to Kristen Knight. She's doubled in the deep left corner. Splits the double, works it up the sideline to Stanley, who has her pocket picked by Keely Rogers. Carson-Newman forces its 6th turnover. It has the ball back 60 seconds into the second quarter, tied with Coker at 15. Gonzalez dribbles out front. Bounce pass, Sybil Penland left elbow. Backdoor to Gonzalez. Pass wasn't there. It's stolen. Carson-Newman's 4th turnover. Transition Knight. Knight lobs it right block. Nice catch. Thompson the layup. Kristen Knight facilitates for Coker. That's her 2nd assist, and Coker's back in front by 2. Gonzalez right corner, Sullivan quick trigger three is swished in. Jennifer Sullivan makes 36% of her threes this year. That's her first basket, and Carson-Newman regains the lead, 18-17. Knight dribbles out front, left-hand dribble around his screen at the top of the key. Dribbling right now, gives to Tillman after a down screen. High arcing three is in the air and buried by Shantiana Tillman, who shoots 37% from three, and Coker's back in front by 2. 2 minutes into the second quarter. Gonzalez stops inside the arc, right-hand jump hook is short, barely hit the rim. Rebound, Kamari Thompson. The junior forward dribbles the ball into the front court against the pressure and now gives to Knight. Kristen Knight operates with the basketball. Crossover dribble at the left elbow. Steps back, bounces inside. Thompson the catch and the deuce. Eagles defensively got lost on Thompson, who has 9 points and 8 rebounds already in this one. 22-18, Coker back in front by 4, matching its largest lead of the opening half. Sullivan rips through, driving middle on Tillman. Stops, fades away for 2, and knocks down the jump shot. Back-to-back baskets for Jen. That one on a fadeaway turnaround. Eagles within 2, and Gonzalez fouls up the sideline. I think that's 3 fouls on Emily Gonzalez. And it is, so 3 on Gonzalez, and that will bring her out of the game. It's Carson-Newman's second team foul of the quarter. Madeline Ladd, Chloe Heath, Caroline Hill, Keely Rogers, and Carly Hayworth, Carson-Newman's 5. Now on the floor. Mike Mincy making a bunch of changes there. Now just 1 starter and 4 bench players on the floor. While Coker has Brunson, Ferguson, Thompson, Cook, and the player of the year, Tillman, walking it up the floor. Around a screen against Caroline Hill, driving middle, dumps it off. Thompson the catch, but she traveled. Tried to go up immediately, but never really had the ball in her hands. She was kind of fumbling it as she went up and gets whistled for a travel. Coker's 7th turnover. Carson-Newman brings it up against Coker's full court pressure. Madeline Ladd dribbles into the front court. Picks her dribble up, lobs into the corner. High pass deflected out, though, by Thompson. On a dangerous pass. Probably did not need to be touched by Thompson, but she did try to intercept the pass, and it goes out off her. It'll stay with Carson-Newman. 3 minutes into the second quarter, Lady Eagles trail by 2. Hayworth inbounding along the baseline, goes left wing Rogers. Rogers drives middle, goes out front to Caroline Hill. Halfway through this possession, Hill dribbles out front. A crossover dribble around Tillman, goes to the basket. Right-hand shot, high off glass is good. Difficult take by Hill, and she uses the glass to tie the game. And another foul on Carson-Newman in the backcourt. This one on Caroline Hill. Hill, according to the official, had her hands on the ball handler Tillman. And Mike Mincy, I think, just asked for a timeout, and he will get one. Game is tied at 22. Carson-Newman has made back-to-back baskets, but Coker's made its last 3 from the field. Both these offenses starting to find a groove. With 6:42 to go second quarter, we're tied at 22 in a first half that has featured 6 ties and 6 lead changes. A fun one going here in the Deloach Center. We're tied at 22, and we're back to wrap up the first half from Hartsville after these messages on the Eagles Sports Network.
We love to cheer for our home teams, like the Eagles. It means more when we're rooting for the people we know. Did you know Tri-Lite is your home team internet provider? We're right here in Jefferson City, serving the people we know with our ultra-fast, ultra-reliable fiber broadband network. And we'd love to serve you. Learn more at trilite.net or by calling 833-847-0824. Go Eagles!
How do you know you're in a community, not just a town? Well, strangers smile as they walk by. They refill your coffee without you asking. And when you ask directions, people offer to walk you there. Communities give more. The way you know when you walk into First Bank that you are in a real community bank. Great products, direct access to your local bankers, and relationships that can last a lifetime. Don't just have an account. Have a community with First Bank. Member FDIC.
Back at the Deloach Center, Carson-Newman called the timeout after a foul, and it's Coker basketball moving left to right in a game tied at 22. Brunson out front in a triple threat position. Chest pass out front, Tillman. Tillman gives to Cook. Plenty of time on the clock as Cook drives middle. Cut off by Hill. Back out front, Brunson. She spins in the lane. Back out to Tillman. 7 to shoot. Tillman driving. Running shot off glass. No. Follows up her miss and got whacked to the hardwood. Carson-Newman's committed now 4 team fouls. That one on, I think, Keely Rogers. Looked like the official put up 2 4s, but she only put up a 3 and a 4. So it is Rogers committing her first foul. Quick inbound. Now get back to Tillman, who's navigating the lane. Stops, pivots, gives to Brunson. A jab step by Brunson. Fadeaway shot over Carly Hayworth. Missed, but a foul. And the fouls continue to rack up on Carson-Newman. That's quickly now 5 team fouls as Carly Hayworth did not give Yasmin Cook room to land on that fadeaway jump shot. And so the Lady Eagles now have committed 10 team fouls in 14 minutes of basketball. Cook at the free throw line. First one's too strong off the back of the iron for a 75% free throw shooter this year. Yasmin Cook, Spartanburg Methodist College transfer, second leading scorer this year at 9.5 points per game, makes the second to give Coker the lead again. Inbound to Carly Hayworth running up the sideline. Cut off by Cook, bumped, fouled. The official from the opposite end of the floor called the foul, not the one closest to the play, but Hayworth does get the whistle on Yasmin Cook. That is her second and Coker's first of the second quarter. Eagles will now bring the ball into the front court. Carly Hayworth yells the play call. Left-hand bounce pass for Madeline Ladd. Her back to the basket, gives it back to Hayworth, lining up a long 3. It's in the air. It's too strong. Rebound bounces into Kamari Thompson's hands for her 9th rebound. Shantiana Tillman dribbles against a Carson-Newman 2-3 zone. And now yells for a set. Tillman lobs middle for Ferguson. She faces, drives to the basket. Shot is up, no good. Thompson offensive rebound goes back up, got blocked by Chloe Heath. Offensive rebound, though, for the Cobras. Brunson's second chance basket is good. Coker has 10 second chance points on 8 offensive rebounds. And now another foul called in the backcourt. And that's on Yasmin Cook. That's on Carly Hayworth. Trying to create position to get an inbound pass. Cook reacted as if it was on her, but it was on Carly Hayworth. So Hayworth will come out of the game, and that's her second foul. So Carson-Newman continues to get a bad whistle here. That's 12 team fouls in this game. 5-second violation. Coker didn't get it in bounds, so the whistle and the foul call will not hurt Carson-Newman as Coker turns it over for an 8th time. Difference in this first half, though, is Coker's 10 second chance points on 8 offensive rebounds. They average 14 offensive rebounds per game, and they're over halfway to that mark in this opening half. Halfway through the second quarter, Lady Eagles trail by 3. Sullivan to Rogers, now to Caroline Hill. Chest pass left side, Gonzalez. Eagles tried to set a double screen for Sullivan. It wasn't there. Now she gets the ball in her hands with 7 to shoot. Jen dribbling out front around his screen, driving left, steps back, gives to Rogers, 2 to shoot. Keeley driving, throws one up, and it's no good, but an offensive foul called on Keeley Rogers. That's the second on Keeley Rogers, and the fouls continue on Carson-Newman's end. And now, let's see, all 3 officials are discussing things in the backcourt, and they want to review this. After that play, Rogers tried to create some space with that offhand shooting with the right, and I think hit Tillman in the face. And so the officials are going to go to the replay monitor and see if they can determine whether this should be upgraded to more than just a common offensive foul. Game stops with 4 minutes and 44 seconds to play, and the Lady Eagles trailing by 3 in the second quarter. Eagle fans, Domino's is the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles. When you're hungry, reach for Domino's. Get a large one-topping pizza for $6.99 with your Carson-Newman ID. Domino's is the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles. We'll do a little game reset here for you. 25-22 Coker, 4:44 to play until halftime. Carson-Newman shooting 33% in this game, 9 of 27. They missed their first 6 shots from the field. rallied in that first quarter, and a Matty Knuckles 3 late in the frame gave Carson-Newman the lead after 1, but Coker has scored 11 points to Carson-Newman's 7 in the second quarter to take a 3-point lead more than halfway through this second quarter. Both teams are below 40% from the field, but the difference is that Coker, despite all its misses, is getting extra chances with 8 offensive rebounds, and they've scored 5 times off of those 8 offensive rebounds. Offensive rebounds are killer only when they turn into second chance points, and that has been the case for Melissa DeVore's team so far, and they've been paced by Kamari Thompson, who is a point away from a first-half double-double, 9 points and 10 rebounds for the former freshman of the year and the junior out of Greenville, South Carolina, the conference's second-best shot blocker and team's best rebounder. Based on the indications from the officials, it is just going to be a normal offensive foul on Rogers. But Mike Mincy's team is going zone. There are 3 players with 2 fouls, and Emily Gonzalez playing with 3. Mike Mincy's team has used 10 different players, and 8 of the 10 have committed a foul. And 5 of the 10 have more than 2, or 2 or more. Coker passing around against the 2-3 zone. Tillman to Stanley, reverse left side, nearly intercepted. Ferguson catches, gives it back to the corner. Tillman, 10 to shoot. Throw it to the block. Thompson backing down Heath, going to the basket. Shot up, short. Rebound, Keely Rogers. Outlet pass to Gonzalez. Gonzalez cut off by Tillman, reverses out front, Sybil Penland. Right corner, Chloe Heath, chest pass, Keely Rogers. Rogers spinning in the lane against Brunson, kicks it out, Penland, one more Gonzalez, pump fakes a 3, drives to the basket, kicks it out. Heath, right corner 3 is in the air, and it's swished in. Chloe Heath buries Carson-Newman's 3rd 3. That's her 5th point. The game's tied at 25. 3:49 to go second quarter. Eagles tie the game for the 7th time already in this first half. Ferguson, right wing, goes high post. Brunson, the quick catch and shoot, bricks off the backboard. And the rebound goes out off of Carson-Newman. The official initially said it was Carson-Newman ball, but had his arrows messed up. He says Coker ball, last touched by Carson-Newman. 12 on the shot clock, 3:38 to go in the quarter. Inbound left baseline. Courtney Taylor looking. Late entry to Brunson. Gives it back to Taylor in the deep corner. Dribbles away from it. Now sets up the offense with 5. Right side, Ferguson. Pump fakes a 3. Gives to Knight with 2. Knight has her pass tipped. Ferguson catches, launches, and missed the shot. Rebound, Matty Knuckles. Or check that, Chloe Heath rebounds, rather. For Carson-Newman, who gets a defensive stop and can regain the lead with a basket on this trip. Sullivan around his screen, driving inside, dumps it off. Heath, the catch met by 2, spins away, goes up with a shot and got fouled. Good activity by Chloe Heath inside, and was fouled by Kamari Thompson. That extra effort by Heath to get to her left shoulder leads to free throws for the freshman after Kamari Thompson's first foul, and the second by the Cobras in the second quarter. Free throws for Chloe Heath. Fantastic start to this game for her. 2 of 2 shooting, 5 points. Her first free throw goes in and out on just her 3rd career attempt. Heath had started Carson-Newman's last 2 games, coming off the bench in this one. Second free throw is up, no good either. Carson-Newman, a rare empty trip from the stripe this year, going 0 of 2. And the game stays tied at 25. Eagles stay in that 2-3 zone. Brunson has her pass deflected out by Gonzalez. That 2-3 zone was extended out there as to why Gonzalez was able to get a deflection. Heath will exit. Matty Knuckles returns to the floor. Knuckles has been great as well. 7 points and is perfect from the field. Thompson pump fakes, drives, goes corner for Taylor, but her back foot stepped out of bounds in the corner. That's Coker's 9th turnover. And it gives the ball back to Carson-Newman. Fun first half. 7 times this game has been tied, and there have been 6 lead changes. Carson-Newman's trying to make it a 7th different lead change on this trip as Caroline Hill dribbles at the left wing. Now gives to Matty Knuckles. 2:30 to play in the opening half. Mike Mincy from the opposite side of the floor yells for a play call. Sullivan around his screen, pick and pop with Knuckles. Wide open three is in the air. It rolls in and out. Rebound deflects around. Sybil Penland tracks it down. Fresh 20 for CN on its 5th offensive rebound. Caroline Hill lining up a long three, and it's buckets from the head of the key. Caroline Hill buries Carson-Newman's 4th three. Lady Eagles efficient from distance. 50% to take a 3-point lead. 2 to play in the half. Thompson, crossover dribble out front, gives to Brunson, left wing. High post, Legonier, pump fakes, stops, needs help, puts a shot up, off glass, no, offensive rebound, out of bounds, off Carson-Newman. Legonier missed the shot but went after it and keeps the possession alive. Definitely harder to defensive rebound out of a zone, but it has given Coker some problems on the offensive end. They've made just one of their last 8 shots. Quick entry to Thompson. We've got a jump ball, and the arrow favors Carson-Newman, so a defensive stop. And the Eagles can add on to what is a 6-0 run over the last 2+ minutes. 3-pointers by Heath and Caroline Hill are those baskets to make up this 6-0 burst. Gonzalez to the basket, running right-hand shot is not there, but a foul called on Janae Legonier. That's her first and Coker's 3rd of the period. Free throws for Emily Gonzalez for Carson-Newman with $1:38 to play in the quarter. Gonzalez has reset her career high in back-to-back games. The first one's in the air, and it's off to the right. Rare miss again. That's 3 straight misses from the stripe for the best free throw shooting team in the country. Gonzalez shoots 79% to lead the team. Next one's up and spins in and out. It's 4 straight misses from the stripe. And it keeps Carson-Newman's lead at just 3 points, but their defense has been great. Over the last 4 minutes, Coker has not scored. Brunson right wing. Out front, it's caught by Stanley. Lob at high post, Stanley the catch, bounce for Knight. Knight with 10. Left-hand dribble, lobs out front. Brunson high post catch. Legonier spinning on Knuckles right hand. Hook shot is good and one. Janae Legonier finishing through contact, and it was Maddie Knuckles that fouled her. First on Knuckles. And Legonier ends a 4-minute scoring drought with that hook shot, and she can tie the game with this and one free throw. 74 seconds to play in the half. The free throw is up, too strong. Long rebound into the hands of Gonzalez. Carson-Newman maintains its slim lead. Emily, right-hand dribble, gives to Sullivan at the right wing. Jen around 2 screens, stops at the free throw line, pick and pop with Knuckles. She turns down the 3, drives to the basket and got fouled. Free throws for Maddie Knuckles as Legonier fouls Knuckles. That's the second on Coker's graduate forward. And it gives Maddie Knuckles free throws for Carson-Newman, who has missed 4 straight attempts from the stripe. And again, 83% for the year, best in Division II. And another miss from CN. That's 5 in a row from the free throw line. 2 of 7. All have been in the second quarter as well. Next one's in the air, and it's good. So Matt as well, Madeline Ladd. Chloe Heath back into the game. Out goes Gonzalez and Penland. Thompson gives out front to Brunson. Now Thompson catches free throw line, driving around the baseline and throws it away. A steal for Madeline Ladd. Lob front court, Sullivan. Eagles have some numbers. Sullivan will stop, pump fakes a 3, gives to the trailing Ladd. One more to Knuckles, out to Caroline Hill. Head of the key 3, too strong. Rebound Stanley. It looked good, but it was just a little much off the hands of Caroline Hill. 3-second difference between the timers. Coker trying to hold for 1 here against Carson-Newman's 2-3 zone. Stanley dribbling out front, 15 on the game clock, 11 on the shot clock, around his screen, and our pass is out of bounds. Caroline Hill deflected it out, and it will stay with Coker with 11.7 on the game clock, inbound to Knight. Knight, 1 dribble, gives it to Brunson, back to Knight, 4 to shoot. Knight around his screen, left elbow pop is up and good. Game tied at 29, inbound Knuckles to Sullivan. Sullivan will not get a shot off in time. although it almost went in and hit the left side of the iron. But it's Coker tying Carson-Newman in the final seconds of that second quarter. Good burst from the Lady Eagles. At one point in the period, they scored 6 straight to take its largest lead of the half at 3 points, but Coker finds a way to score 4 of the last 5 points to tie this one at 29 at intermission. 8 ties, 7 lead changes from 2 teams shooting below 40% in a battle between 2 of the best projected teams in the South Atlantic Conference. Coker 29, Carson-Newman 29. It's halftime at the Deloach Center. We're back to break it down after this on the Eagles Sports Network.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
Hey Eagle fans, check out the Eagle Shop, the official store of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Located in the MSAC Grand Hall, the Eagle Shop has all your Carson-Newman apparel, from brands like Nike, Columbia, and Comfort Colors. The Eagle Shop has all your gifts, gear, and accessories. Can't make it in person? Visit eagleshop.cn.edu. That's eagleshop.cn.edu for all your Carson-Newman clothing needs.
It's halftime. We'll head back to the arena for the Eagle Shop halftime report in 60 seconds. This is the Eagle Sports Network.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
AEC is a distributor of Marathon energy-efficient water heaters. We offer 30-gallon to 105-gallon tanks. Marathon water heaters are durable, lightweight, and under warranty to not leak as long as you own your home. Foam insulation allows these thermal storage units to provide long-term temperature control. Marathon's lightweight tank is easier to maneuver and position, and the bowl-shaped tank bottom allows complete sediment drain. AEC, empowering efficiency.
It's halftime on the Eagles Sports Network. Highlights, a check of the Eagle Shop scoreboard, and stats are headed your way.
Euro step in the lane, shot up off glass. It falls in for Keely Rogers.
Now let's head back to the arena. Here's the voice of the Lady Eagles, Andrew Rogers.
We're back at the Deloach Center where Carson-Newman is level with Coker at 29 apiece, and probably no other way than to be level after there were more ties than lead changes at the break. 8 ties, 7 lead changes, and neither side led for more than 10 minutes. Coker led for 9 minutes and 35 seconds of that first half, while Carson-Newman got 3 minutes and 24 seconds of the lead. And neither side led by more than 4 points. And what was a tightly contested first half of basketball here in Hartsville, South Carolina. Andrew Rogers, glad to have you alongside here at halftime in a battle between Carson-Newman at 4-2 and 1-0 in the league against a 5-1 Coker team rated 10th in the latest coaches poll by the Women's Basketball Coaches Association. It's Carson-Newman's 3rd game against a ranked team to start the year. Most games against a ranked team in 4 years before Christmas for Carson-Newman, and they're battling Coker at halftime. It's 29-all. Both teams shooting below 40% from the field, but a couple bright spots for both of these clubs despite the poor shooting from the field. Carson-Newman's 35% making 11 baskets, while Coker's 36% making 12 baskets. Carson-Newman's bright spot has been 4 of 9 shooting from long distance. They've made 4 of their 9 threes, with Knuckles, Hill, Sullivan, and Heath burying those triples. in the first half. Eagles actually shooting better from three than they are from the field and from the free throw line. Coker's bright spot has been offensive rebounding. They have 10 offensive rebounds and have turned those 10 offensive rebounds into 10-second chance points. And so you think about that math, it's basically 5 of their 10 offensive rebounds have turned into baskets for the Cobras in their first half. That's been their best offense at times in this opening half of play. Carson-Newman's done well on the defensive side of the floor, creating turnovers. Coker turned it over 11 times in that first half, and Carson-Newman paid that off with 11 points off those turnovers at the break. Neither team has a player in double figures at halftime. Carson-Newman's led by junior forward Maddie Knuckles. In 14 minutes on the floor, she made 3 of her 4 baskets for 8 points. Carson-Newman got point contributions from 6 other Lady Eagles, including 3 that made multiple baskets. Caroline Hill, Jennifer Sullivan, Chloe Heath all made multiple baskets and scored 5 points for Carson-Newman in that half. Sybil Penland, Emily Gonzalez, Keely Rogers all with 2 points as well for CN. Kamari Thompson leading the way for Coker. Nearly had a first half double-double, 9 points and 12 rebounds, already surpassing her season highs in both of those categories. Shantiana Tillman, the player of the year, averaging 23 points per game, was held to just 7 on 3 of 7 shooting. Janae Legonier had 4 points off the bench, while Krista Knight hit a couple of shots and has 6 points and a team high 4 assists. Tightly contested battle between 2 of the top projected teams in the South Atlantic Conference's coaches' preseason poll, in 2 teams that were the last 2 standing in last season's NCAA Southeast Regional Tournament. It was Coker winning, and now the Eagles trying to avenge that loss, and a loss in this building a year ago. This season against the Cobras, it's tied at 29 here at the break. First full Saturday of South Atlantic Conference basketball scores to present to you. We'll give you those and much more when we return to the Deloach Center. It's halftime. It's Carson-Newman and Coker knotted up at 29 on the Eagles Sports Network.
Tri-Light is proud to support Carson-Newman Athletics. We salute the student athletes who are working hard to make great things happen on the field, in the classroom, and in the world. It takes vision, commitment, and teamwork, qualities we share at Tri-Light. Our mission is to provide life-changing opportunities by building a world-class fiber broadband network. If you'd like to learn more, please visit trilight.net or call us at 833-847-0824.
In 2025, we celebrate 130 years of Carson-Newman athletics. Over the years, the teams at Carson-Newman have been known for their toughness and Christian spirit. Through the decades, teams and individuals playing at the highest levels have brought recognition for this little school on the banks of Mossy Creek. While we remember the past, we look towards the future. So join the Eagle Club today as we continue to support our athletes and coaches through funding and facilities. Talons up.
Join the Eagle Club today. Visit cneagles.com/Eagle Club.
A check of the SAC scoreboard is next. Stick around on the Eagles Sports Network.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
Hey Eagle fans, check out the Eagle Shop, the official store of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Located in the MSAC Grand Hall, the Eagle Shop has all your Carson-Newman apparel, from brands like Nike, Columbia, and Comfort Colors. The Eagle Shop has all your gifts, gear, and accessories. Can't make it in person? Visit eagleshop.cn.edu. That's eagleshop.cn.edu for all your Carson-Newman clothing needs.
The Eagles Sports Network is part of SAC Live, the official digital network of the South Atlantic Conference. SAC Live is the home of all your South Atlantic Conference sports action, including 20 SAC championships. Time to get caught up with some SACtion. Here are the happenings around the South Atlantic Conference and the nation. Let's go around the league with a scoreboard update. Now back to the arena.
Andrew Rogers back at the Deloach Center. Tied at 29 is Carson-Newman and 10th rated Coker. Let's go around the South Atlantic Conference. Lincoln Memorial is the only unbeaten team left in the South Atlantic Conference, but that undefeated record is currently on the line, and they're losing at halftime to Catawba, who has lost 4 straight games after winning their first 2. The Indians shoot 50% from the field and from 3 and lead Lincoln Memorial 34-26. Imani Williams has a game-high 9 to pace Catawba, who's lost 4 in a row, trying to get back in the win column at home in Salisbury. Elsewhere, it's UVA-wise off to a nice 4-2 start, up by 10 points, 30-20 on Newberry, who's having just as good of a start to the season. The Wolves have won 6 of their 7 games, but are trailing by 10 points at the break. Wise is just 1 of 10 from 3, but Caroline Mullins pacing the offense with her 13 points, while Newberry has nobody with more than 4 from Daria Cleet in that first half. Anderson is hosting Mars Hill today. Ciara Harris has 6, Ashley Hill has 6, and the Trojans have a 10-point lead at the break, 30-20. Those two teams have combined to shoot 2 of 23 from 3. Elsewhere, Emory and Henry and Lenore Ryan are playing a shootout in Shuford Arena. Paige Neathhammer has a game-high 12 points for Emory and Henry, and that is why the Wasps have a 4-point lead at the break. They're shooting 53% compared to Lenore Ryan's 36% shooting, and it's the Wasps leading the Bears 46-42 in that contest. Emory and Henry is coming off a good win at home over Mount Olive, and they're 3-3, trying to get back above 500, as is Lenore Ryan, who is also 3-3. The only other score, or the only other game in the South Atlantic Conference today, all conference games, it is Wingate hosting Tusculum later tonight. That is a 7 o'clock tip because Wingate is hosting the Southeast Regional Volleyball Tournament. There will be no men's game there. It'll just be Wingate's women hosting Ross Hodge and Tusculum's women, who Carson-Newman will play in Greenville on Wednesday. Carson-Newman tied up with Coker at the break. It is 29-29. Just the 9th time in the Mike Mincy era his teams have been tied at halftime with an opponent. And in those previous 8 games, Carson-Newman has won 3 of them in 8 games. 29-29, second half action from the Deloach Center. Head your way after these messages along the Eagles Sports Network.
When you're sick and tired of fast food and need a fresh home-cooked meal, turn to Lisa's Country Kitchen. Lisa's been cooking up her fresh, never-frozen food for the Lakeway area for more than 15 years. Lisa's cares about her customers. You may enter a stranger, but you'll leave a friend. From foot-long hot dogs to juicy steaks, Lisa's has the best food for the best prices.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
There's new fresh ideas on campus. From Chick-fil-A to Maples Coffee to Sabarijos, Fresh Ideas has tons of high-quality dining options for whatever taste you may need. Sabarijos is open Monday through Friday for lunch and dinner in the Health Sciences Building. Sabarijos features all your Mexican favorites, from burritos to nachos to quesadillas to tacos to anything you can think of in a tortilla. Follow Fresh Ideas on Instagram at Carson-Newman Dining.
This is Carson-Newman basketball.
Into the front court, loses her dribble, kicks it out, right wing, 3 from Bergstrom is up and good! As the buzzer sounds to end the first half.
On the Eagles Sports Network.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
How do you know you're in a community, not just a town? Well, strangers smile as they walk by. They refill your coffee without you asking. And when you ask directions, people offer to walk you there. Communities give more. The way you know when you walk into First Bank that you are in a real community bank. Great products, direct access to your local bankers, and relationships that can last a lifetime. Don't just have an account. Have a community with First Bank. Member FDIC.
Andrew Rogers, glad to welcome you back to the Deloach Center. Carson-Newman and Coker tied at 29 as we get set to start the second half. Eagle fans, Lisa's Country Kitchen serves the best home-cooked meals that the Lakeway region has to offer. Lisa's Country Kitchen is the official restaurant of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Coker is going to move right to left with the basketball in the second half. It'll be their possession against Carson-Newman's 2-3 zone to begin the half. Shakia Brunson works back out front for Kristen Knight. To the left side, it's Yasmin Cook. Back out front, Tillman. One more to Brunson in the corner for three. It's too strong. Rebound, Keely Rogers. Coker 1 of 5 from 3 in the game now as Rogers dribbles with the right hand into the front court. Driving baseline, right hand shot, no good. Offensive rebound, Abigail Johnson. Stick back, no good. Rebound, Kamari Thompson. Carson-Newman with its 6th offensive rebound, but can't pay it off with the second chance basket. Knight driving left. Wild left-hand shot is too strong. Rebound, fought for. It's caught by Cook. She's blocked by Knuckles. And then Maddie Knuckles collects the rebound after blocking Cook's shot. Mike Mincy tells Emily Gonzalez to slow down as she brings it into the front court. The game's still tied at 29, 60 seconds into the third. Johnson, handoff, Sullivan, two-pointer, foot on the line, and Sullivan knocks down the deep two for her 3rd basket. Lady Eagles back in front by 2 on the game's 8th lead change. Tillman trying to tie the game, missed a right-handed shot in the lane, and Johnson rebounded. Running ahead, Rogers' pass too strong as Maddie Knuckles was trying to run after it. It was too far out in front for the junior forward, and Carson-Newman turns it over for the 7th time. Knight brings it into the front court against this zone defense. Lady Eagles started out in a pressing defense, full court. Fouled a lot out of it, though, and so they've been in this 2-3 zone since halfway through the second quarter as Tillman airballs a corner 3, but it goes right into the hands of Cook. Cook spins against Rogers, throws it out front, Knight. Knight rips through, stops against Sullivan, now gives it to Brunson. Tillman pump fakes a 3 with 2, steps into an 18-footer. It misses off the left side of the iron. Defensive rebound, Emily Gonzalez. She stops in the backcourt, one-handed pass to the sideline for Sullivan. Eagles by 2, 2 minutes into the third. Sullivan, chest pass for Johnson. Gives it back to Sullivan. Top of the key, 3 in the air, in and out. Johnson, offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Rogers. Second chance for Carson-Newman this trip down. Keeley, crossover dribble. Backing down Tillman, now gives it to Cutting Gonzalez. Back to Rogers, lining up a 3-pointer. It's in the air, it's short. Long rebound, tracked down by Kristen Knight in the deep corner. Coker's yet to score in this third quarter. Carson-Newman has the only basket, 2.5 minutes in. High post touch, Knight. Kicks it out, Tillman. Pump fakes a 3, goes left corner. Kristen Knight lining one up from the left corner, and it swishes in. 9 points for Kristen Knight. That's Coker's second 3 and the game's 9th lead change. Coker in front by 1. Gonzalez right-hand dribble to the right block. Stops in the lane, now dribbles all the way back out to the head of the key. Fakes a handoff with Sullivan, spins, lost the dribble. Now gives it to Rogers. Keeley driving to the block. Now goes back out front to Sullivan. Shot clock down to 8. Jen wants a screen from Johnson. Sullivan uses the screen, driving left, stops. Up and under move on Tillman, puts it up, no good. Rebound, Kamari Thompson. Thompson hands off for Tillman, and she'll walk it up the floor right to left for the Cobras, who lead by 1. Knight out front. Looks, gives it to Cook. Yasmin Cook off to Brunson, high post Cook. Looks for a pass, goes to the wing for Knight with 8. Knight driving baseline, has her pocket picked and deflected on a back tap by Sullivan. Out of bounds, 6 on the shot clock. With 6:22 to play third quarter, Tillman will inbound. Left baseline. Looks, Looks, goes left corner. Cook, catch 3, left corner. It's an air ball. Thompson offensive rebound and layup from the right block. And Mike Mincy is asking and will get a timeout. Just an air ball from Coker in the corner turns into an easy 2. They've got 13 offensive rebounds and 12 second chance points. The Cobras have scored 5 in a row in a stretch in which Carson-Newman has not scored in more than 3 minutes after getting the first basket of this third quarter. Coker 34, Carson-Newman 31, 6:14 to go in the third quarter from Hartsville on the Eagle Sports Network.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
Carson-Newman down by 3 after Mike Mincy burned his second time out of the game. Carson-Newman has 2 left. Coker will have 3. Double team in the backcourt. Gonzalez bounces for Johnson. Now Gonzalez gets it back. Gonzalez driving baseline against Thompson. Shoots a shot high off glass. It's no good. Rebound deflects around, and it's last off Coker. It'll stay with Carson-Newman, who has been active on the offensive glass in this half. That's the 3rd offensive rebound of the half. Inbound for the Lady Eagles, left baseline, Gonzalez. Gives to Knuckles, left elbow. Maddie around his screen. Nothing there. Now crosses over, going baseline. Right-hand shot, left. It's short. Rebound, Thompson. Just the second miss from the field from Knuckles, who leads Carson-Newman in scoring with 8. Tillman transition. Running right-handed shot is good from the right side. Coker has scored 7 straight and leads by 5. Gonzalez running up the floor with the basketball. And now we'll set up in the half court. Bounce pass, foul on Coker. Shantiana Tillman was trying to wrap around Sullivan for the basketball and committed her first foul. That's the first foul of the third quarter. It comes with 5:31 to play in the period. And Mike Mincy's going to that bench. Sybil Penland, Caroline Hill, Chloe Heath into the game. 2 starters that'll stay are Knuckles and Gonzalez. Inbound will be from Hill in front of Mike Mincy. Gets it in on a chest pass to Chloe Heath. Eagles trying to bring this 7-0 Coker run to an end. Knuckles out front, around his screen, lining up a long 3, and it's off to the left. Rebound, Cook. She falls to the floor and is traveling with the basketball. That's Coker turning it over now for the 12th time. And for the first time after halftime, Melissa DeVore thought there was some contact as Cook grabbed the rebound, but the officials did not see that contact. And it's a turnover on the travel. Eagles ball inbound. 20 on the shot clock. Eagles working around the perimeter after the inbound. Gonzalez has it out front. Emily, triple threat position, gives to Chloe Heath. Head of the key 3 in the air. It's short. Rebound caught along the baseline by Kristen Knight. Coker's plus 12, by the way, on the glass in this game. Knight transition. Crossover gives to a cutting Ferguson. Baseline shot. No, it's a pass underneath to Thompson, who saves it. Gives it back to Ferguson. Up for the shot, and Heath blocks it out of bounds. Good interior defense by the Lady Eagles. That's the 5th block by CN. And it keeps Coker off the scoreboard for now. We have a timeout in this one. Coker has scored the game's last 7 points, while Carson-Newman has not scored in 4 minutes, and Coker's 5-point lead is the largest of the game. 4:53 to play in Hartsville. We're back for more Lady Eagles hoops in Hartsville after these messages along the Eagles Sports Network.
My favorite thing about my community? The safety, the reliability, the people. We rely on each other, and we rely on local electric co-op. It's not just about electricity. It's about empowering community, empowering moments, empowering safety, empowering togetherness, empowering knowledge. That's why when I need something, I rely on my co-op. I trust my co-op because the co-op is us. We are the co-op. AEC, member-owned and service-driven.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
Hey, Eagle fans, check out the Eagle Shop, the official online store of the Carson-Newman Eagles, located in the MSAC Grand Hall. The Eagle Shop has all of your Carson-Newman apparel from brands like Nike, Columbia, and Comfort Colors. Visit them online at eagleshop.cn.edu. 5-second violation called on Coker. They could not get the basketball inbounds. That's the second time in this game they've been called for that. Eagles quickly inbound. Gonzalez racing into the front court, stops at the block, and now dribbles back out front. Did not have an angle on Knight's defense. Now picks her dribble up out front, lobs it high post, Knuckles the catch, rips through, drives right by Ferguson and makes a right-hand layup. Maddie Knuckles is the first Lady Eagle in double figures. She has 10. Lady Eagles within 3. Cook driving to the basket. Reverse left-hand layup is too strong. Chloe Heath, defensive rebound, her 4th of the game. Carson-Newman can tie the game with a 3. Knuckles is open, turns down the 3. And Mike Mincy is wanting a play, but Knuckles instead driving to the basket, gets her shot rejected. Heath offensive rebound. Her shot is blocked, and Coker's got the ball going the other way. Tillman off to the races. Right-hand layup is good. It looked like Carson-Newman was going to draw within 1, but interior defending by the Cobras leads to a Tillman run out for her 11th point. Coker by 5, under 4 to play in the third. Gonzalez pass to the elbow. Knuckles catches and faces. One dribble handoff with Heath, and she traveled. That's Carson-Newman's 9th turnover, as Janae Legonier returns for Melissa DeVore's team, who has a 5-point lead, the largest of the game for them and by either team, and they can extend that on this trip with the ball. Cook fakes a pass, gives to Legonier, and now to Tillman. Tillman uses a screen at the free throw line, goes out front to Knight. Knight driving left, got fouled by Emily Gonzalez. That is Gonzalez committing her 4th foul. And Mike Mincy will bring her out of the game and bring Jennifer Sullivan and Madeline Ladd into the game. Out goes Knuckles and Gonzalez. Inbound right baseline, Tillman. That's the first foul by the Lady Eagles in the quarter. Tillman inbounds out front, Knight against Carson-Newman's 2-3 zone. Tillman open for a corner pop and buries the triple. Shantiana Tillman has 14, and Coker has an 8-point lead. Carson-Newman scored the first basket of the quarter and has been outscored 12-2 since. Sullivan around his screen. Dribbles, hands off Caroline Hill. Hill driving left, stops, shoots high off glass, missed it. Heath offensive rebound, goes back up and scores. Breakout game for Chloe Heath. That's 7 points for the freshman. And Carson-Newman is within 6. That's just Carson-Newman's second make in its last 10 attempts from the field. Chloe Heath, 1 point off a new career high. Knight left corner to Cook. Cook driving middle, stops, gives it back to Kristen Knight. Wide open for a corner 3, and it's nothing but net. 4 of 10 shooting for the Cobras from 3. That's back-to-back triples to take a 9-point lead. Inbound to Sullivan in the backcourt, hounded by Tillman. Sullivan will bring it across half court with behind the back dribble, gives it to Penland. She rips through, goes behind the back, looks, tries to find a backdoor cutting Ladd, pass deflected out front. Heath tracks it down with 12, lines up atop of the key 3. It's in and out. Rebound fought for, it's loose in the painted area. The officials signal for a jump ball, and the possession arrow favors Carson-Newman. 2:05 to play in what has been a tough shooting quarter for the Lady Eagles. They are 3 of 15, and they're shooting 30% from the field in this game. Thompson out. In comes Kiana Stanley. Lob it out front. Penland the catch. Inside, Chloe Heath going to work. Left hand hook shot off glass is good and one. Chloe Heath with her 9th point, her 4th field goal, and brings the Lady Eagles within 7 with 2:02 to play in the third quarter. A new career high for Chloe Heath here in Hartsville. 9 points, 6 rebounds for the 6'2 forward out of Maryville. And this free throw for her first career double-digit scoring effort, and she knocks down the free throw. 44-38. Carson-Newman's back, and it's 2-2-1 pressure. Knight double-teamed, bounces for Cook. She races into the front court with a right-hand dribble. Stops, now gives it to Kristen Knight, who trails the play and will set up the offense. Approaching 100 seconds to play. Stanley open, right wing three, butter. Another triple for the Cobras. They've made their last 3 threes and have a 9-point lead again. 1 3-point possession equals another. Sullivan around his screen. Coker switches it. Sullivan's got Cook defending her instead of Tillman now. Try to lob it inside, and the pass is stolen. 10 Carson-Newman turnovers. Tillman transition. Right-hand dribble to the basket. Got fouled. Free throws for the conference's reigning player of the year with 1 minute and 20 seconds to play in the third quarter. Coker is shooting 4 of 7 from three after attempting just 4 in the first half. Keely Rogers back to the floor. Emily Gonzalez back to the floor as well. With 80 seconds to play, it'll be Shantiana Tillman, who has 14 points at the free throw line. First free throw is up and short. Coker's outscored Carson-Newman 18-9 in this third quarter and has made its last 4 shots from the field. Third quarter surge has been the difference so far. Next one's in the air, and it's good. Coker has its first double-digit lead, the first double-digit lead of the game. Tillman will get a rest with her team up 10 late in this third period. Inbound Gonzalez. Carson-Newman has its original starting 5 from the past 2 games on the floor as Gonzalez drives to the basket and missed a right-hand layup. Just barely dinged off the iron, but a foul called as Janae Legonier commits her 3rd foul on that contact, or rather her 4th actually. I missed one. Her 4th foul as Gonzalez drove right with the basketball to the block. Free throws for Emily, who is 0 for 2 in this game from the stripe. And she swishes in the free throw. That's her 3rd point. She's playing with 4 fouls as well. Carson-Newman a tough day at the stripe as well. Just 5 of 10 in the game now. Next one's up good. 8-point game. Coker is going to bring in Cadence Walker-Lee, a freshman from Batesburg, Leesville, South Carolina for the first time. Inbound in the backcourt. Carson-Newman's pressing. Tonight goes the ball. Stanley's double team, dribbles away from it. Into the front court she comes with the basketball and gives to Kristen Knight. Good job by the Cobras to break that pressure. Knight against Carson-Newman's 2-3 zone now. Gives to Brunson. Back to Knight with 10. Now to Courtney Taylor. Taylor to Stanley. Stanley dribbling out front. Shot clock at 3. Stanley behind the back dribble. Floater from the free throw line. Too strong. Follows her miss. Goes back up and got fouled. More offensive rebounding hurts Carson-Newman. That's 15 offensive rebounds. 15 offensive rebounds. And it will give Coker a second chance. And free throws now with 40 seconds to play in the quarter. It's free throw attempts by Kiana Stanley. Her first one's up and rolls through. She plays 15 minutes per game off the bench, averages 4 points. That's her 4th point after making the first free throw. 9-point lead. Second one's up. Barely hit the rim. Rebound taps around into the hands of Rogers. 9-second difference between the clocks. Gonzalez dribbling right. Stops. Looks. Bounce past Chloe Heath's open. Reverse layup is up. And it rolls off the iron. Rebound Walker-Lee. Shot clock dark with 20 seconds to play in the third quarter. And a third quarter dominated by the Cobras. This game was tied at halftime. Knight around his screen, left-hand dribble. Met by two, goes corner. Three-pointer in the air, switched in by Taylor. 4 seconds to play, Knuckles inbounds to Gonzalez, 2-1. Emily dribbles and will not get his shot off. And that's the end of the third quarter. Not a good third quarter for the Lady Eagles. They only gave up 29 points in the first half. They give up 23 in the third and get outscored 23-11. It's a 52-40 Coker lead as we head to the fourth period here in Hartsville after this.
In 2025, we celebrate 130 years of Carson-Newman athletics. Over the years, the teams at Carson-Newman have been known for their toughness and Christian spirit. Through the decades, teams and individuals playing at the highest levels have brought recognition for this little school on the banks of Mossy Creek. While we remember the past, we look towards the future. So join the Eagle Club today as we continue to support our athletes and coaches through funding and facilities. Talons up.
Join the Eagle Club today. Visit cneagles.com/Eagle Club.
We love to cheer for our home teams, like the Eagles. It means more when we're rooting for the people we know. Did you know Tri-Light is your home team internet provider? We're right here in Jefferson City, serving the people we know with our ultra-fast, ultra-reliable fiber broadband network. And we'd love to serve you. Learn more at trilight.net or by calling 833-847-0824. Go Eagles!
We get set for the start of the fourth quarter. It's Coker by 12 after outscoring Carson-Newman by 12 in that third quarter, and it was all about three-point shooting. The Cobras were 1 of 4 at halftime. They go 5 of 8 in that third quarter to jump out to a 12-point lead, and Carson-Newman only shot 23% in that third quarter. That did not help, especially when your opponent drills 5 threes in 8 tries. Cobras start with the ball 10 seconds into the period. Driving right and getting blocked is Brunson, and the ball goes off of her out of bounds. So another good interior defensive play. That's 6 blocks for the Lady Eagles. The second by Knuckles, and it gives Carson-Newman the ball back, down 12. 20 seconds into the final frame. Emily, right-hand dribble, bounce past Sullivan at the right wing. Sullivan creates a little bit of space with the dribble, picks it up now, needs help, and lobs out front Rogers. Shot clock down to 10. Keeley around his screen, right-hand dribble, spins in the lane, stops, and gets tied up. Fantastic defense by Stanley, who knew that spin move was coming back to the middle of the floor and was in perfect position for the held ball. Possession keeps it with Carson-Newman, and there's only 6 seconds on the shot clock. Gonzalez lobs to the wing, and the pass deflected and stolen by Tillman. 11 Lady Eagles turnovers. Transition, Walker Lee running the floor, and Knuckles erases it at the rim. A second block to start the fourth quarter for Maddie Knuckles. She's got 3 in the game now. Baseline inbound, Tillman lobs for Taylor. Taylor, right-hand dribble against Knuckles, gives it to Walker Lee. Driving middle, her pass deflected and stolen. Gonzalez off to the races all alone. Right-hand layup is up and good, and Carson-Newman's cut this deficit to 10. And now doubling Tillman in the backcourt. And CN deflected it out of bounds, so it'll stay with the Cobras as Kamari Thompson returns to the floor with her 16 rebounds in this game. Tillman racing up the right sideline, gets around Gonzalez to break the pressure, and will operate in the half court with her team up 10. Carson-Newman back to a man-to-man defense. Tillman around his screen. Deep 2 is in the air, short. Thompson had the rebound. It was deflected away from her. Ends up in the hands of Taylor. Loose in the corner, and Carson-Newman steals it away. Heath comes up with it and sends an outlet pass to Gonzalez. 3-on-3 break, and Gonzalez carried the basketball. The official from behind caught that on Emily. And it's Carson-Newman's 12th turnover as Abigail Johnson returns to the floor for the Lady Eagles. Yasmin Cook back in for Coker. As is Kristen Knight, 90 seconds into the fourth. Double team in the backcourt, nearly thrown away. Cook catches. Double teamed in front of her bench. Timeout, Melissa DeVore and the Cobras. They'll have 2 left. And that'll bring us to a media break. 52-42. Coker has not scored a minute and 37 seconds into this fourth quarter, but Carson-Newman's only scored 1 basket, and that's why the deficit for the Lady Eagles is still 10 points. 52-42. Carson-Newman trails Coker in its first SAC road game of the year. 8:23 to play in this one on the Eagles Sports Network.
Dorm food got you down? Need a home-cooked meal? Then Lisa's Country Kitchen is for you. Lisa's Country Kitchen has been feeding Carson-Newman students for 15 years. Lisa's has a family-friendly atmosphere all day long, from the morning with her $2.99 breakfast specials to dinner with Lisa's fresh, never-frozen steaks. Carson-Newman students get a 10% discount with their student ID.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
How do you know you're in a community, not just a town? Well, strangers smile as they walk by. They refill your coffee without you asking. And when you ask directions, people offer to walk you there. Communities give more. The way you know when you walk into First Bank that you are in a real community bank. Great products, direct access to your local bankers, and relationships that can last a lifetime. Don't just have an account. Have a community with First Bank. Member FDIC.
Tri-Lite is your home team internet provider, providing Jefferson City with ultra-fast, ultra-reliable fiber broadband. Let them serve you by visiting trilite.net. Coker ball after Coker's timeout. Wide open is Jasmine Cook for a 3. This one is missed. Too strong. Defensive rebound for Maddie Knuckles, her 3rd of the game. So Carson-Newman's not allowed Coker to score 2 minutes into this fourth quarter, but the deficit is still double digits. Gonzalez to Johnson, left wing Rogers. Keeley right-hand dribble out front. Right-hand dribble now driving to the basket, goes up with a shot and is fouled. Going inside, she was defended by Kyanna Stanley, who commits her 2nd foul. It's Coker's first and the first by either team in this fourth quarter, and it gives Keeley Rogers free throws to cut into this 10-point deficit. Rogers 7 of 9 from the foul line this season. First one's in the air, hits the back of the iron, the front, and then rolls off the left side. No good. Not been Carson-Newman's day from the stripe. Worst free throw shooting performance of the year at 50%. Next one's up, good. 9-point game. Eagles within single digits at the 7:51 mark. Tillman racing up the left sideline, gets around Sullivan to break the pressure. Driving right is Tillman to the basket, running right-hand shot, missed it. Rebound Johnson, another miss by the Cobras to start the fourth frame. Rogers dribbles it across the half-court line. Crossover dribble, driving inside. Stops, one-hand pass to Johnson, now out front Sullivan. Sullivan around a Rogers screen, hesitates, drives, bounce past Johnson, the catch. Dribbles away from the post and now gives to Rogers with 8. Keeley driving middle, stops in the painted area, right hand running hook shot off glass, too strong. Rebound Kamari Thompson. Coker looking for its first basket and points of the fourth quarter on this trip. 3 minutes into the frame, Carson-Newman has scored 3 points. And the only 3 points of the fourth quarter. Knight hands off for Cook. Now to Stanley. Back to Kristen Knight around a screen. Nice pick and roll, and Thompson gets a right-hand layup. Perfectly executed. Thompson's got 13 and 17 in the game, and Coker leads by 11. Gonzalez running right-hand shot off glass. Wild shot, missed it too strong. Thompson an 18th rebound. Cobra's running. Nice one-handed pass, and Knight dropped it. As Tillman tried to toss a dime, one-handed pass in transition, but Knight dropped it. Turnover, Coker, number 16. Inbound to Gonzalez. Carson-Newman's 31% from the field and from 3. Trailing by 11, 6.5 to play. Rogers, left wing, chest pass, Abigail Johnson. Left wing, Rogers, high post, Maddie Knuckles. Turns, shoots, missed it. Rebound, Yasmin Cook along the baseline. And her pass deflected out by Gonzalez. 6:17 to play in the game. Mike Mincy's bringing Chloe Heath back in. Out goes Kristen Knight. Eagles doubling. Tillman in the backcourt. Pass to Cook, and she's fouled. Rogers got to the spot a half second late, attempting to steal that pass. And Keeley commits her third and Carson-Newman's first of the fourth quarter. Lady Eagles committed 12 fouls in the first 14 minutes of the game. They've only committed 5 over the last several minutes of this game. Thompson catches the inbound, spinning in the front court, bouncing for Tillman. Tillman driving right against Rogers, running shot up, too strong, rebound Chloe Heath. Heath outlet pass to Sullivan. Eagles have numbers transition. Jennifer Sullivan stops, dumps it off, Knuckles inside, left-hand layup is good. 9-point game, 4 minutes into the fourth. Knuckles has a team-high 12. Inbound to Cook. She spins, races into the front court against Rogers, loses the dribble. Keeley saves it in bounds, but her head hit the floor and was out of bounds along the baseline. Coker will make changes, as will Carson-Newman. Caroline Hill will come in for Rogers with 5:44 to play in the game. Eagles trying to fight back into this one after a miserable third quarter. Knight catches the inbound at the left wing. Crossover dribble, steps into a deep two over Gonzalez and buries another shot. Kristen Knight is 5 of 6 and has 14. Continues to play well against the Lady Eagles. 11-point game. Sullivan driving middle against Tillman. Running shot in the lane is too strong. Rebound, fought for. And we've got a held ball in the lane. And the arrow favors Coker. 56-45, Cobra's ball up 11. First Bank is the official bank of Carson-Newman Athletics and the only place you can get a Carson-Newman Eagles debit card. Stop by any First Bank location today to get your CN debit card and show your Eagles pride. Inbound Taylor in the backcourt, now to Tillman, trying to race up the sideline, and successfully does, and gives the ball on the run to Stanley. And now out front to Taylor and back to Knight. 4-guard lineup for the Cobras here down the stretch to try to close this one out and break the Eagles' pressure, and it's fared well. 10 on the clock. Knight around his screen, around Heath. Bounces Thompson with 5. Kamari Thompson in the lane, lost the ball, doubled, kicks it corner. Stanley a triple. Air ball. Shot clock violation on Coker. 4:53 to play. Carson-Newman ball down 11. Maddie Knuckles looks for an inbound, gives to Gonzalez. Carson-Newman 45 points, season low is 54. One-hand pass to Maddie Knuckles to the cutting Gonzalez at the right block. She bounces for Chloe Heath. One more to Knuckles out front. A 3 in the air is buckets. Maddie Knuckles buries her second 3. Eagles within 8. 4.5 to play. Tillman double in the backcourt. Right-hand dribble into the front court and got bumped and fouled by Emily Gonzalez. And that's 5 fouls on Gonzalez. The Eagles will bring Madeline Ladd into the game. With 4:29 to play in the fourth quarter, that's the second team foul and the 5th on Gonzalez. She will foul out for the first time this year with 6 points. Inbound to Knight. Knight guarded by Hill. Now to Stanley. One hand pass for Tillman. Reverse to the right side, Taylor. Double screen for Kristen Knight. Pump fakes a 3, gives to Tillman with 8. Tillman rips through, driving middle and got fouled. Third team foul on Carson-Newman in the quarter. Second on Jen. Shot clock resets to 20. Taylor will inbound. Tillman's got the ball at the head of the key. Around his screen, driving right on Caroline Hill. Running shot wild, missed it too strong. Maddie Knuckles rebound. And then a technical foul on Coker's Shantiana Tillman, I think. Melissa DeVore is upset, and Tillman's in disbelief that she got teed up. Shantiana Tillman having a conversation with the official, and the Lady Eagles will send Maddie Knuckles to the free throw line and get 2 free throws after the technical foul. Maddie Knuckles will shoot the free throws for the Lady Eagles. She is 91% this year. So it's an 8-point game at the 4:05 mark, and we'll see if this Tillman tech hurts Coker as Knuckles buries the free throw. Second one for Knuckles is up and good. It's a 6-point game with 4 minutes and 5 seconds to play. So let's see if the Eagles can go 2 for 1 here. You get the 2 technical free throws. And now possession of the ball. Trying to trim into this deficit. Knuckles looking, still looking, gets it in late, and the Eagles turn it over. Knight a steal ahead to to Tillman. Layup up good. Technical free throws don't matter. Eagles turned it over after the inbound. 8-point game again. Heath in the corner. Looking, bounce pass, deflected, stolen by Thompson. Another turnover by the Lady Eagles. Back to back after the technical free throws. 8-point game, 3:40 to play in Hartsville. Knight dribble handoff with Tillman. Tillman one-handed pass to Thompson, head of the key. Tillman back with the basketball. Fadeaway shot from the baseline, barely hit the rim. Rebound Sullivan. Ahead of the pack goes to Maddie Knuckles. Knuckles right-hand dribble at the right wing. Lobs it to the block for Chloe Heath going to work. Left-hand jump hook is up and no good. Rebound out of bounds off Coker with 3:12 to play. Heath has been great in this game. 10 points, 7 rebounds. Missed that hook shot, but her activity to go get the miss keeps possession with Carson-Newman on the inbound. To Heath, elbow. To the opposite elbow now Knuckles. To Caroline Hill. Hill rejects one screen, uses another, throws it inside. Knuckles the catch, the right-hand layup, missed it. Rebound Thompson. Knuckles didn't have the angle with 3 to play. Coker rebounds and moves right to left. Transition, Knight to the basket, up with a shot, good and 1. Kristen Knight with 16 points. She has missed just one shot, and it extends Coker's lead back to double digits with 2:54 to play. Well, Carson-Newman had 2 possessions after the technical free throws to draw within 6, but turned it over on consecutive possessions, and the Cobras have gone back up double digits. A season-high 16 for Kristen Knight, the senior out of Winston-Salem, North Carolina, completes the 3-point play. It's an 11-point game as the inbound goes to Sullivan. Sullivan right-hand dribble nearing half court, now crosses it against Tillman's defense. Jen has just 7 points and is Carson-Newman's leading scorer on average. Sullivan around his screen, tries a 3, got it blocked, goes to the basket, tried a dump off pass inside, and Thompson deflected it out of bounds. Tillman's played harassing defense on Sullivan in this game. It was 3 of 12 from the field. Caroline Hill will inbound for the Lady Eagles, down 11 with 2.5 to play. Knuckles around his screen, gives to Hill. Initially dropped the ball, recovers, and now dribbles out front, rejecting a screen, going to the basket, running left-hand layup is no good, but a foul on Courtney Taylor. Taylor commits her second, third by the Cobras, and it's free throws on the way for Caroline Hill, who has 5 points on 2 of 5 shooting, her first trip to the line. First free throw swished in, 10-point game. Lady Eagles, on average, make 83% of their foul shots, but in this game, shooting just 60%. Hill's second one goes in and out, rebound Thompson. Eagles doubling the ball in the backcourt. Knight swing pass front court to Cook. Her pass too high, but recovered along the sideline by Taylor. Coker can play each possession down to its final seconds with a 10-point lead and 2:10 and counting to play in the game. Knight has it right wing with 8 to shoot. Nice pick and roll to Thompson for the layup. Kamari Thompson has 15 points and 20 rebounds as Tillman deflects the inbound pass away. Coker has a 12-point lead, matching its largest of the game. Knuckles looks for an inbound. Tillman deflects another ball out of bounds as Sullivan tried to rip through and dribble up the floor and had it deflected out. $1:55 to play. Eagles will have 7 seconds to get it across the timeline as Caroline Hill was held trying to sprint into the front court by Courtney Taylor. Taylor's third, and that's the last foul to give for Coker in the fourth quarter. Both teams at 14 fouls, so every foul that's not player control will be free throws. Inbound goes to Caroline Hill. She dribbles into the front court, uses a Knuckles screen driving right, stops inside the arc, looks for a pass, throws it inside. Knuckles the catch. The left-hand layup's good. 10-point game, 100 seconds to go. Tillman lobs near midcourt for Knight. Knight breaks the pressure, dribbles front court, and Carson-Newman will play a man-to-man defense here down the stretch. Dribble handoff with Cook, right-hand dribble to the basket. Heath rejects the shot at the rim. Carson-Newman's 8th block, transition. Hill throws it inside, Knuckles the catch, and the layup is no good. Too strong on the shot. Rebound, Taylor. Ball loose in the front court. Taylor goes to the floor, and we've got a foul, I think. The ball was loose as Taylor and Hill went to the floor. Now the officials are going to talk things over. There was nothing signaled. The officials just blew their whistle. And he's going to say inadvertent whistle. There's a lot of contact there. I figured one of the two players involved in that sequence would get whistled for a foul, but they'll just say inadvertent whistle. And so Coker will keep the ball with 68 seconds to play in the game, up 10. Well, if Carson-Newman doesn't score again, it'll be a season low in scoring at 53 points. Knight takes the inbound. Crossover dribble against Hill, driving right, goes up and gets fouled. With 61 seconds to play, Caroline Hill commits her third, and that's the 5th team foul. Free throws for Kristen Knight, who has been outstanding. Cobras have two players with a double-double in this game. Knight has 17 points and 10 assists, while Kamari Thompson has 15 points and 20 rebounds. Knight's first free throw is good. Second time this season, opposing team has two players record double-doubles. Lander had two players record double-doubles in points and rebounds, and a Carson-Newman win in the opener. Knight splits the pair, an 11-point game, less than a minute to play. Rogers back into the game, dribbles, gives to Sullivan. Sullivan pump fakes a three, crosses over in the lane, drives inside, and traveled. 15th turnover by CN. More 2-2-1 pressure from the Lady Eagles here down the stretch. Knight gives it to Tillman. Tillman dribbles into the front court. 18-second difference between the clocks. Coker can run this thing down and get a late shot. Instead, Tillman pulls up a deep two, missed it strong. Rebound, Keely Rogers. Rogers crossover dribble gets by Tillman in the front court. Gives it to the trailing Heath. Top of the key three is in the air, and it's good. 64-56. Chloe Heath adding on to a new career high in her freshman year. That's 13 points. But Carson-Newman's deficit is 8 points. And Mike Mincy says we're not going to foul with the shot clock off. And Coker can dribble out its 19th home win in its last 20 home games. Shantiana Tillman, Kamari Thompson, Kristen Knight, that three-headed monster. The difference here in Hartsville as they lead the Cobras to a 64-56 victory here in Hartsville, South Carolina. The Cobras improved to 6-1, and they maintain their unbeaten start. They're now 2-0 in the South Atlantic Conference. Carson-Newman suffers its third setback of the year, third loss, and first in league play. Lead Eagles drop to 4-3 on this young season. Chloe Heath and Maddie Knuckles were the bright spots for the Lady Eagles. Knuckles resets her career high as well with 19 points on 50% shooting. Chloe Heath resets her career high with 13, but no other Lady Eagles were in double figures for an offense that shot 33% and only scored 56 points in the contest. Domino's postgame report to wrap this one up from the Deloach Center. Head your way after these messages along the Eagle Sports Network.
Hey Eagle fans, check out the Eagle Shop, the official store of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Located in the MSAC Grand Hall, the Eagle Shop has all your Carson-Newman apparel, from brands like Nike, Columbia, and Comfort Colors. The Eagle Shop has all your gifts, gear, and accessories. Can't make it in person? Visit eagleshop.cn.edu. That's eagleshop.cn.edu for all your Carson-Newman clothing needs.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
The game's over, but we're just getting warmed up. The Domino's postgame report starts in 60 seconds on the Eagles Sports Network.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
This is the Domino's postgame report on the Eagles Sports Network.
Left wing Rutherford 3 up and kaboom! Torrey Rutherford.
Your stats breakdown. A conversation with Mike Mincy, presented by Modern Woodman Financial Planning, plus the selection of the AEC Electrifying Play and the Premier Building Maintenance Player of the Game are all headed your way. Today's game is also brought to you in part by Appalachian Electric Cooperative. We're AEC, powering the Eagles and Mossy Creek. By Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles. By the Eagle Club, the family of Eagles. By Magaha Electric, providing quality electrical services and products to East Tennessee for more than 40 years. By First Bank, the official banking partner of Carson-Newman Athletics. By InterDigital, IT support and marketing, laser focused on your success. By Fresh Ideas, a foundation of fresh food and speedy service. By Lisa's Country Kitchen, the best food for the best prices. By Food City, value every day. By Premier Building Maintenance, delivering service with pride. By Trilite, dream big with Gig. By Modern Woodman Financial Planning, touching lives and securing futures. By the Mossy Creek Roasting Company, family-owned and operated, coffee fueling the Burt Carr Stadium Press Box. And by the Eagle Shop, the official store of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Let's head back to the arena and the voice of the Lady Eagles, Andrew Rogers.
Andrew Rogers, I'd like to welcome you back to the Deloach Center, where Carson-Newman suffers its third loss of the regular season. It's a 64-56 final in Hartsville. Carson-Newman held a 33% shooting in an 8-point loss here on the road against 10th-ranked Coker. This is the Domino's post-game report, Eagle fans. Domino's is the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles. When you're hungry, reach for Domino's. Whether you're a student looking for a late-night snack or maybe just out to eat with your coworkers, Domino's probably has a deal for you. Get a large one-topping pizza for $5.99 if you use your Carson-Newman ID, or get 25% off your entire order when you bring in your business card at lunch. Domino's is the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Coker improves to 6-1 and 2-0 in the league, while the Lady Eagles now are 4-3 and 1-1 in the league this season. Coker's now won 3 of the last 4 meetings, including back-to-back meetings, since taking down Carson-Newman in the NCAA tournament last season, 48-44. This one was another defensive slugfest, a little bit more offense in this one from these two teams. We'll note some of the positives from Carson-Newman in this one, and it's going to come from the game's leading scorer. Maddie Knuckles had 19 points and was 50% from the field and from 3. for a new career high for her, 19 points in 32 minutes on the floor. Carson-Newman's only other double-digit scorer in the game also reset her career high. In her 7th career game, Chloe Heath scored 13 points on 5 of 9 shooting. Also was 2 of 4 from 3 and led the Lady Eagles with 8 rebounds in the contest, as well. Was 2 shy of her first career double-double. But the rest of the Lady Eagles struggled to score the ball. Heath and Knuckles combined to make 12 of their 23 shots. The rest of the team went 8 of 38 from the field. Not a good percentage for the rest of the Lady Eagles in this game. They shoot 33% as a team. Did shoot 40% from 3, but struggled from the free throw line, an area they had excelled at as well. 10 of 17 in this one after making 17 of 18 in their last game. Sometimes the shots just don't fall, and that was the case really from all facets on the floor in this game. Final score 64-56. Coker was led by its three-headed monster of Shantiana Tillman, the reigning player of the year in the league, Kristen Knight, and Kamari Thompson. 3 experienced Cobras combined for 50 of Coker's 64 points. And Thompson and Knight both had double-doubles. Kristen Knight led the Cobras with 18 points on 6 of 7 shooting, was perfect on her three-pointers, while also dishing out 10 assists in the game. Also made 4 of her 5 free throws in this 8-point victory for Coker. Kamari Thompson was just as good. The reigning freshman of the year at center for the Cobras in her junior season tallies a 15-point, 20-rebound double-double. The conference's best rebounder made 7 of her 11 shots and grabbed 20 offensive rebounds, or 20 rebounds in this game. 6 of those were offensive rebounds for the Coker Cobras. Those 3 combined for 50 of the 64, and Janae Legonier was the only other Cobra with multiple baskets in this game, but others had timely shots to help contribute to this 8-point victory for Coker at home. They continue a quality stretch of basketball in the Deloach Center. They have won 19 of their past 20 home games in this building. Some other notable statistics to talk about. Second chance points were killing Carson-Newman early in the game. Coker had 10 second chance points on 8 offensive rebounds to start the game. They only end with 13, but did grab 17 offensive rebounds. Lady Eagles were struggling on the glass throughout the game. A margin was as high as 15 at one point. They do whittle that down to a -7 margin at the break. It was 48-41, the final tally on the glass, with Coker having a +4 advantage on the offensive glass and a +4 advantage as well, and points in the paint. Turnovers pretty 50-50. Coker committed 1 more than Carson-Newman, and Carson-Newman got 3 more points off of those turnovers. The Lady Eagles did excel in bench points, large part because of Chloe Heath's 13. She had 13 of the bench's 21. It's now the second straight game that Mike Mincy's bench has scored 20 points or more in a basketball game. Other statistics to note: Emily Gonzalez, Keely Rogers, both with 3 assists to lead the way for the Lady Eagles. Sullivan, Gonzalez, and Caroline Hill. Those 3 guards combined for just 19 points in this game, and they combined to make just 2 of their 6 triple tries. Carson-Newman's a team that loves to shoot the 3 ball, but only attempted and was only able to get 15 attempts from 3-point range in this basketball game. They go 6 of 15 in that contest. Do shoot 40%, but on a much smaller clip. 64-56 the final score as Coker defeats Carson-Newman for the 3rd time in the last 4 meetings. We wrap up the Domino's postgame report with a look around the South Atlantic Conference. Not every score is final, but most getting that way on the first full Saturday of SAC basketball this season. We go through those scores and we return to the Deloach Center after this on the Eagles Sports Network.
Protect your home from unwanted electrical surges. AEC can install a surge protection device at your electric meter. The device works by diverting excess energy toward the ground through the ground wire. AEC also offers surge devices for inside your home to defend against possible voltage spikes that could damage your electronics, appliances, or equipment. This service is affordable and dependable. Order today and enjoy no connection fee. AEC, we power what matters most.
In 2025, we celebrate 130 years of Carson-Newman athletics. Over the years, the teams at Carson-Newman have been known for their toughness and Christian spirit. Through the decades, teams and individuals playing at the highest levels have brought recognition for this little school on the banks of Mossy Creek. While we remember the past, we look towards the future. So join the Eagle Club today as we continue to support our athletes and coaches through funding and facilities. Talons up.
Join the Eagle Club today. Visit cneagles.com/Eagle Club.
More player interviews and stats come your way in 60 seconds when the Domino's postgame report continues on the Eagles Sports Network.
When you're sick and tired of fast food and need a fresh home-cooked meal, turn to Lisa's Country Kitchen. Lisa's been cooking up her fresh, never-frozen food for the Lakeway area for more than 15 years. Lisa's cares about her customers. You may enter a stranger, but you'll leave a friend. From foot-long hot dogs to juicy steaks, Lisa's has the best food for the best prices.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
Andrew Rogers, glad to welcome you back to the Deloach Center, where Carson-Newman suffers its third loss of the regular season, a 64-56 loss to 10th-ranked Coker here on the Eagles Sports Network. A couple of scores to run you through here in the South Atlantic Conference. Catawba holds off Lincoln Memorial to win 54-51. Indians shot 50% in the first half, end the game shooting 31%, but survive at home to win by 3 to hand Lincoln Memorial its first loss of the season. Every team in the SAC now has at least one loss this season as Catawba picks up its first league win of the year. Another low-scoring game. UVA Wise only scores 15 points in the second half, but Newberry only scored 12. And the Cavaliers defeat the Wolves 45-32. UVA Wise improves to 5-2. Newberry has dropped back-to-back games and is now 6-2. Caroline Mullins had a game-high 22. Anderson gets back in the win column. Ashley Hill's 10 points leads the Trojans to a 16-point home victory over Mars Hill. Both teams combined to shoot 7 of 55 from 3, but Anderson finds a way and scores enough points in the paint to outdo Mars Hill at home 63-47. One score not final yet. Emory and Henry's trying to pull off a nice road win at Lenore-Rhine. 75-71 is the score. Wasps have the lead with 54 seconds to play. Ryan Harris has 17 points to pace four different Wasps who have scored in double figures for E&H, who is trying to pull off that road victory. Only one other game to mention of. Wingate will be hosting Tusculum at 7 o'clock later this evening to round out the South Atlantic Conference scores. Carson-Newman women's basketball back on the floor for a rivalry showdown Wednesday night at 5:30. We hit the air at 5:15 from Pioneer Arena as the Lady Eagles draw the Tusculum Pioneers. Carson-Newman will be trying to get back in the win column and avoid back-to-back losses for the first time this season. Until then, though, it's Carson-Newman men's basketball action. 25th-ranked Carson-Newman heads to Coker and will take on the Cobras as the Eagles try to continue their success. The AEC countdown to tip-off with Adam Cavalier. Head your way after this on the Eagles Sports Network.
For Carson-Newman Athletics, we salute the student athletes